Imagine a treasure map, not drawn on flimsy paper that crumbles with time, but etched into solid, gleaming copper, promising hoards of gold, silver, and ancient riches beyond belief. This isn't a fantasy. It's a real artifact discovered over 70 years ago, and despite countless attempts, the treasure it describes has remained stubbornly, impossibly hidden. In the desolate, sun-baked landscape near the Dead Sea, a series of ancient caves holds one of history's greatest secrets. Most people know about the Dead Sea Scrolls, ancient texts that reshaped our understanding of biblical history and early Judaism. They were written on delicate parchment and papyrus, religious writings, prophecies, psalms. But in 1952, among these profound spiritual documents, archaeologists unearthed something completely different, something that screamed of worldly concerns. A scroll made entirely of copper. It wasn't a prayer or a prophecy. It was a treasure map, a detailed inventory of unimaginable wealth, yet it remains one of the world's most frustrating and captivating mysteries. This isn't just an archaeological find. It's an enduring puzzle, a historical siren song that has lured generations of treasure hunters and scholars, all trying to decipher its secrets and find what lies hidden beneath the sands of time. This isn't your typical treasure map with a big X marking the spot. The Dead Sea Copper Scroll is a remarkable anomaly, a unique artifact that stands apart from every other text found in the Qumran caves. While its parchment and papyrus brethren spoke of spiritual matters, this scroll spoke of earthly riches, of glittering gold and polished silver. Its primary nature was, and still is, a detailed treasure map, a very tangible, very real puzzle demanding to be solved. What makes it so different? Well, for starters, its material. Unlike the delicate, perishable scrolls made from animal skin or reeds, this one was crafted from thin sheets of copper. This alone sets it apart, suggesting a profound importance attached to its message, a desire for its contents to endure the ravages of time. The construction of this scroll was a painstaking process. Imagine ancient artisans hammering out thin sheets of copper, then carefully joining them together, possibly using rivets. Then, with tools, they meticulously etched the Hebrew letters into the rigid metal. It's not the easiest material to write on, which tells us that whoever created it intended for this message to last, to be preserved for an untold future. And what did these etchings describe? Locations, specific places, and staggering estimates of hidden treasure. From the moment it was discovered and its true nature understood, the copper scroll sparked endless speculation. It wasn't just a historical document, it was an invitation, a challenge, a tantalizing whisper of untold riches that continues to fuel the dreams of treasure hunters and historians alike. The distinctive characteristics of the copper scroll only deepen its mystique. The language it uses, for example, is a distinct form of Hebrew. It's not the formal literary Hebrew found in many other Dead Sea Scrolls. Instead, it's closer to Mishnaic Hebrew, a more everyday, colloquial version of the language. This linguistic uniqueness suggests it wasn't written by the same scholarly scribes who penned the religious texts, but perhaps by someone with a more practical, perhaps even secretive, purpose. This difference in language is a key piece of the puzzle, hinting at a different origin, a different intent. But what truly sets it apart is its content. The scroll isn't vague. It's astonishingly precise, listing over 60 distinct sites where treasure is supposedly hidden. 60 locations! This wasn't some casual notation. These were meticulously recorded instructions. The geographic scope of these locations spreads across the harsh, unforgiving terrain of the Judean desert. From ancient fortresses to desolate wadis, from forgotten tombs to hidden springs, the instructions direct seekers to a myriad of places, each one a potential key to unlocking immense wealth. The types of locations described are equally varied and fascinating. The scroll mentions caves, cisterns, and underground passages, places that could easily conceal large caches. It speaks of specific distances, landmarks like the Great Stone, the Olive Tree, or the Water Channel, giving what, on the surface, appears to be remarkably clear directions. It's like a meticulously detailed ancient GPS guiding you not just to a general area, but to a very specific spot. And the diversity of treasures hidden at these spots, it's mind-boggling. We're not talking about a few coins here and there. The scroll describes a wide range of hidden wealth, from pure gold and silver, measured in talents, a massive unit of weight in ancient times, to ritual vessels, precious artifacts, and even scrolls of unknown content. Imagine finding temple implements, perhaps pieces used in the Jerusalem temple before its destruction, or ancient scrolls that could be as historically significant as the Dead Sea Scrolls themselves. The sheer quantity is staggering. Scholars have estimated the amount of precious metals mentioned in the scroll to be several tons. We're talking about an amount of gold and silver that in today's market would be worth hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. It's an almost unimaginable magnitude of wealth, making the Copper Scroll one of history's most intriguing and valuable treasure maps. And yet, despite all this tantalizing detail, despite the clear instructions and the immense potential reward, the treasure remains unfound. This is the enduring mystery, the infuriating reality of the Copper Scroll. For decades, archaeologists, adventurers, and even self-proclaimed treasure hunters have scoured the Judean desert, poring over maps, cross-referencing ancient texts, and using modern technology like ground-penetrating radar. Yet, despite numerous expeditions and exhaustive attempts to follow its instructions, not a single one of the listed hoards has ever been unearthed. The treasure remains elusive, a ghost of ancient wealth forever taunting those who seek it. This lack of success, this constant frustration, continues to perplex researchers. Why, with such specific instructions, has no one managed to find even a single pot of gold? Is it because the scroll is a hoax? Or is there something more profound, something deeper to the mystery than meets the eye? The desert has yielded other secrets. Why not this one? The unfound treasure has become a legend in itself, a symbol of the ultimate archaeological riddle. This baffling elusiveness has naturally led to a multitude of theories, each attempting to explain why the Copper Scroll's promise remains unfulfilled. One prominent theory suggests that the locations themselves may be encoded or metaphorical. Perhaps the literal descriptions are a sort of riddle, designed to be understood only by a select few, or by someone with specific knowledge of the region that has long since been lost. What if the Great Stone isn't just any large rock, but a stone with a specific, now forgotten inscription? Or what if the cistern of the old man refers not to an actual cistern, but a landmark linked to a historical figure whose identity is now shrouded in time? This would explain why direct, literal searches have yielded nothing. The treasure isn't hidden. Its location is hidden within the text itself, waiting for the right key to unlock its true meaning. Another theory, perhaps more pragmatic, is the loss or recovery theory. It posits that the treasure, or at least some of it, was either already lost to the elements or recovered in ancient times. Think about the Roman destruction of Judea, particularly the siege of Jerusalem and the subsequent Jewish revolt. If these treasures were indeed from the Jerusalem temple, or deposited by wealthy Jewish families fleeing the conflict, it's entirely plausible that Roman soldiers or subsequent looters might have stumbled upon them. Or perhaps the original owners themselves retrieved their wealth once the immediate danger had passed, leaving the scroll as a redundant document. Time, too, is a thief. Earthquakes, flash floods, and the constant shifting of the desert sands could have easily buried, scattered, or destroyed evidence of these caches over 2 millennia. Speaking of the desert, the environmental challenges are immense and cannot be overstated. The Judean desert is a harsh, unforgiving place. Its terrain is rugged, characterized by deep ravines, towering cliffs, and vast, desolate plateaus. Natural obstacles like sudden torrential flash floods can reshape entire wadis in a matter of hours, burying ancient paths and landmarks under tons of sediment. Over thousands of years, what might have been a distinctive rock formation could have eroded into an unrecognizable heap, or an entrance to a cave might have been completely covered by rockfalls or shifting sands. The constant wind carries dust and sand, slowly but surely obscuring any surface features. The potential for locations to be obscured or obliterated by these natural forces is incredibly high, making a modern search based on ancient, possibly changed descriptions exceedingly difficult, if not impossible. Then there's the ongoing debate regarding the accuracy of the scroll itself. Is it possible there are simply errors, either in the original writing or in its subsequent interpretations and translations? Ancient scribes, just like modern ones, could make mistakes, a misplaced letter, a misinterpreted word, or an incomplete description could lead searchers astray. The difficulty of cutting and etching on copper might have led to abbreviations or obscure references that are now lost to us. Furthermore, the very act of reading the scroll was an immense challenge. It was so brittle that it couldn't be unrolled like a parchment scroll. It had to be painstakingly cut into 23 strips with a fine saw. During this process, some information might have been lost or distorted, and even with modern scholarship, translating ancient texts is rarely a perfect science. Ambiguities in grammar, vocabulary, or even cultural references could lead to significant misinterpretations, sending treasure hunters down countless wrong paths. Despite all these hurdles and unanswered questions, the Copper Scroll continues to captivate researchers and treasure hunters. Its enduring appeal lies not just in the promise of uncovering a lost fortune, but in the deeper connection it offers to the past. It's a tangible link to a specific moment in history, a window into the fears and hopes of an ancient people. Who wrote it? Why? And for whom? These questions fuel the imagination and drive continued scholarship. The Copper Scroll has become more than just a list of buried riches. It's a powerful symbol. It represents human ambition, the eternal allure of hidden wealth, and the persistent enigma of history itself. It embodies our collective desire to solve puzzles, to uncover what's lost, and to connect with the echoes of lives lived long ago. Whether the treasure is ever found or not, the copper scroll serves as a potent reminder of the vast, untold stories hidden beneath the surface of our world, waiting for someone to finally read their true meaning. It's a testament to the enduring power of mystery, a whisper from the past that continues to echo loudly in our present. This ancient enigma, etched in copper, beckons us to look deeper, to think harder, and to never give up on the thrill of discovery. If you found this historical mystery fascinating, make sure to check out our next video right here.